I'm sleeping, but I'm going to wake up early to get my exercise in. The alarm goes off, and you look at the alarm and you say, I really want to do this, but I love myself so much, and I deserve it. I deserve to sleep in another 20 minutes.
How come everybody's smiling on that one? I'm just curious.
I deserve it, so I'm not going to. We're good. So, too tired. Or maybe I don't feel like it. It's difficult. I don't know what to do. I'm never going to look like that person I see on Instagram or on TV. So what's the point of doing it? Or gyms are too expensive.
Gyms are too expensive. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I have all these excuses, right? Oh, I hurt too much. If I hurt, I can't exercise. I have to rest. All of these are just terrible excuses. All right, because we have program in play, number 4 essential, that's our max fitness to make sure we make that happen. So it's the short duration, high intensity exercise, what is called HIIT training, high intensity interval training, HIIT, HIIT training. So that's the way you do it. Now, how do you do that? Well, we have the Max T3 online, it costs $10 to get it, and you can do it. All right? Well, I've got that, Dr. Ray, but it's such a struggle, I can't do it. My sister, before she passed away, was doing the HIIT training. Okay? She had muscular dystrophy, she was in a wheelchair, and she still did the HIIT training. How do you do that? Well, she pumps her arms as fast and as hard as she can. She moves her legs up and down. Move your butt, move your body. You can do it from a chair, you can do it from a bed, you can do it anywhere. If you just modify, and take the excuses and put them where they deserve to be, which is in the toilet, and flush them down with the poo. There are enough more poop references. Okay, got it? So apply that principle. All right, Dr. Andrew.
So the Max T3 program, 12 minutes, 3 days a week. But there's also these doctors at 550 Fort Parkway that every Tuesday and Thursday for about the past 18 months, they've been posting exercise videos on Facebook and YouTube. Some of those videos only take 4 minutes. I don't know who those doctors are, but they're really cool, and they're taking a lot of time out of their day for these videos. So you can also work out with your awesome doctors at Chiropractic Plus as well.
And guess what? We've been recording them on Facebook and YouTube now for
18 months.
18 months. So you can go back and watch them again. Guess what? The exercises, wow, I can do that same exercise again that I did back in July. Yeah, or July of 2020. Yeah, absolutely. So just keep going back. Go back on Facebook. Consume. You guys, things don't change that quickly. All right? So the Max T3 online, you got our exercise we do here. Modify. No more excuses. You want to be like your dog and poop better? Move your fanny.
If you guys really want to scare yourself, I want you to write down where you think you're spending your time. Or, no, first write down what your goal is each day, how much time you have to spend with it. Then go back and think about each day you have and how you're spending your time. So time on the phone, time in the shower, just every little time, add it up. And what you're going to see is you are wasting a lot of time doing stuff that doesn't serve you. So it's up to you to have the discipline to make the decision for health. Health is a decision, guys. It's up to you. You have to make the time out for it. And the time is there. You just have to figure out where you're wasting it.
Any other questions?
I have a question. Where do you get the online version of that?
Here at the office. I'll grab it for you. Okay. It's real simple. All you do is you go to maxt3.com/starter. Okay. Then there's a key code you got to put in.
So it's not a paper. All right.
It's actually on a bookmark. So you actually log in, and then you can put it on your phone. You can access it through any device. It can be a laptop, a computer, a cell phone, an iPad. You can project it onto a smart television there. There's a million ways. There's no more excuses.
Right, no excuses for where's the DVD.
And where's the DVD?
Well, the flyer word.
Yeah, it's scratched. I have one. I'm still doing DVD. Sorry, guys. I'm old school. I'm just that guy. Okay? But my wife does the online version all the time. She goes, I'm going to do online. I'd like to push play.
DVD player, is it?
Yeah. All right, so that's fitness. No more excuses for essential number 4. Agreed? We got a lot of action steps that you guys can take. So Nervous system and the gut. All right, so let's talk about this gut-brain connection. All right, we kind of hinted to it a little bit, right? But the idea is all digestion occurs and all body functions occur as a consequence of the nervous system, right? The brain sends electricity down the spinal cord, out through the nerves, telling the gut to digest. It tells the body to manufacture serotonin. It tells the probiotic, the gut bacteria to multiply and eat food and consume and grow. Everything is tied directly to that nervous system. So by allowing the body, removing that interference, allowing the crosstalk between the gut and the brain and the gut, your body will become healthy. So Hippocrates was right twice, right? He said, look to the human spine for all ailments and disease, and all human disease begins in the gut. So there's more to it than that even, but we'll hit those two for now. Good. Questions, anything? Talk about stress.
So it's not stress, it's about how you respond to stress. Is stress an option? No. Whether it be that idiot that cuts you off, whether it be that cash register at Sprouts that when you're in line and you only have 15 items and the person ahead of you has 16, but you're in the express line, and the guy tells you, oh, this register's closed, go to the ones and go over to the back there. We're always going to be bombarded with stress, but it's you making that decision of how you're going to respond to that stress. So you could say the universe is out to get me, nothing ever works my way, and guess what you're going to manifest? Things not working your way. Or you can say, everything I need is being supplied to me. I'm surrounded by love all the time. And what are you going to find? Love around every corner, guys. It's about how you respond to stress.
So, and another thing too, as it relates to stress, do you realize that stress thins your gut lining? Isn't that crazy? So literally, when you get stressed out, your gut lining gets thinner and thinner and thinner. And if you add a little toxin in there, a little liver dysfunction, a little bit bad diet, maybe a couple of candy bars, a soda pop, and maybe a vodka tonic, what's going to happen? All of a sudden, you got leaky gut. You wonder what happened. See, when we think about these 5 essentials, and you as an individual, that's why it's so critical that we have to test. Because I always picture all of you like a bar graph. I really do. And that sounds weird. But I think about with a bar graph all the way to the top, that means you're maximizing your 5 essentials. Okay? But let's say you're not doing so hot on the number 1 essential, which is mindset and stress, right? So maybe that bar is a little lower over here. But you're making all your adjustments, so you're peaked out, right? Then on your nutrition, well, I eat there's 3 different diets, right? You guys remember the 3? Well, that's sad. That's the first one. That's eating whatever passes your pie hole, right? Whatever I want. Then there's core and advanced. And a lot of people do whatever they want. Well, that means your bar graph's a little lower, right? Maybe you're killing it on fitness, but you're not doing anything on toxicity, right? It always reminds me of Jim Fixx. Remember Jim Fixx? He wrote the Runner's Book on Health. Boulder, Colorado, wrote a wonderful book. How did he die? Had a heart attack while he was running. Because he neglected what? The other essentials. He focused on nutrition and fitness and didn't worry about toxicity, didn't worry about his nervous system, and didn't focus on concern himself over his mindset. You see, so what did Dr. Andy talk about? He talked about wealth, right? The accumulation of wealth in the metaphoric way. You bust your butt, you work your hind off, you save your money, you invest appropriately, you accumulate wealth. But if you don't manage, you don't pay your debts, you accumulate high credit card debt before you know it, you're going to be bankrupt. You see, it's the same way with your essentials, right? If you neglect one essential, as Jim Fixx, you could end up health bankruptcy, right? And that's why he wants you to apply all 5 essentials, not just one. Well, I had one patient, so frustrating guy, came in every day, never missed an adjustment, developed cancer. He said, you promised I'd never get cancer. I said, how are you doing on the other 4 essentials? He said, what are essentials? Right? You see? I mean, how many times do you hear that? You know, people say, well, is there a program on Saturday? Yeah. How many times do we talk about the program? All the time. On the internet, video. We're yakking all the time. I come up with a poop ad, right? I'm trying to get you guys in. So let's make sure we focus on that, okay? So find some gut health routines. Go ahead, Andrew.
So control what you can. Can you control the toxins you're going to be bombarded with every single day? No, but when you can make those decisions, whether it be the cleaning products, the plasticware, whatever it might be, we need to make sure we are staying away from it. Now, if you are at the party, for example, and there's sugar in front of you, can you say no? Are you tempted to? You want to not be that weird? No. So when it comes to controlling control, when you go grocery shopping, have a list, stick to that list, and don't get anything outside the list. And guess what? I hear all the time, I can't eat the advanced plan, it's too expensive. Well, stick to your list, and you're only going to buy what's on that list. You're not going to have a big shopping cart then. Does that make sense? Next, carve out your time. We already highlighted that, guys. Look at how you're spending your time. If it's not serving you or your purpose or your family, then it's not worth doing. So cut it out. Make it habitual, guys. I always say this during my doctor report. Can you get healthy just by working out one time a month? Can you eat just one healthy meal a month and expect to be healthy? No. Everything in human physiology works through habit and repetition. So every single day, you have to make the habit, the repetitions in to be the healthy, thriving human being that you want to be.
You know, it's back to this again. As we've been highlighting all along, it's like, where do you want to be? Where do you choose to put yourself, right? Because it really comes down to a choice. I choose to be that healthy person, or I choose not to be. I hear it all the time, it's not my fault. Well, you know what, I'm sorry to say it is. It really is. It's your fault. Well, what about my genetics? Well, I hate to break this to you, but your genetics are not, you're not a slave to your genes. Right? Your genes are controlled through something called epigenetics. See if I say this right, I don't say it wrong. Genetics is the gun, your lifestyle pulls the trigger, right? I mentioned my sister. She has a genetic mutation. It's called myotonic dystrophy before she passed. And she accepted that as a death sentence for her, and he killed her. Okay? I have the same gene inside of me. How come I'm not dying from it? Because I had the gun, but my lifestyle put the gun down. And that's why I survived that car accident. Just like you guys can do the exact same thing by making the choice. I choose health. I choose to be over here at 100% vitality. But guys, I can't do it for you. I can coach you, I can encourage you, I can provide the resources, I can provide everything. Dr. Andrew, Dr. David, my team, everybody is there for you. But ultimately, you got to pick it up and walk. You got to take it and access it. I can give you a whole bag full of gizmos and equipment to do your home care, but I can't make you do it. I can give you a whole bottle of vitamins, but I can't make you take it. I can teach you about advanced eating, I can't make you do it. I can't make you show up for your adjustments, I can't do your push-ups for you. You have to take your own action steps and make that decision today to choose to be that epic person. Amanda, how we doing? Good? All right, so what controls all healing and function in the body? Tell me. The brain and nervous system, right? It all comes through that nervous system. Structure affects function. Dr. Andrew, talk about the spine.
So structure dictates function. This is basic laws with principles. So basic laws when it comes to physics. We all know that. Normal structure in the spine is what? 45, 45, 45, and straight from the front. So if we have 100% structure, we also have 100% function. So if we lose structure from, I don't know, bending, twisting, driving in cars, sitting at desk all day, being stressed out, we lose the structure, and what else do we lose? Function. Function. So if we are 100% structure equals 100% function, then should we make sure that we are helping to maintain that structure throughout a lifetime? So how do we do that? Making all of our adjustments. If you are not on the corrective plan anymore, you're on the maintenance plan, what do? Hit your maintenance adjustments. Do not let it go off. Did you guys know it takes 2 weeks for arthritic decay to be shown on x-rays? So if you are past the 2-week mark, arthritis is already settled. That's not health, guys. Health is making sure we're maintaining the 45-degree curves. So what do? You make all of your adjustments. You practice your home care. How many times a day? Twice. I don't have the time. Look at where you're spending your time. Do you guys want a doctor's note for when you go to work that you have to do your home care? I will write that doctor's note for you. Make it a priority, guys. It's for your health.
All right, guys, so we're getting to the end here. So you got to start, you got to choose. You got to decide, I choose or I choose not. It really comes up to this. So number one, fill out that LRQ. The very first slide when we started this program was the LRQ. QR reader it. If you need to, we got a paper version. I found out some of you don't have the phone for that. So okay, fill it out. We'll do it. We'll do the tallying manually for you. Okay? Make sure you do your diet log with that as well. Modify your crappy nutrition. Choose your eating plan. Y'all chose it. You raised your hand by answering the question, advanced eating. You now know how you're supposed to be eating. Number four, choose your protein source. Am I doing my whey, the plant, or the bone broth? Whatever works best for you. Maybe some people have some avulsion to whey. Oftentimes maybe because cause some diarrhea. Bone broth is a good option there. Maybe you're a vegan. Plant protein is a whole protein, right? We got to get our gut healing bundle. If you didn't get it at the break, pick it up now. And if you need to, make sure you upgrade that liver if you can afford it. I know budgets are tight, but definitely do the gut. If you can afford it, do the liver as well. All right? So finally, the final piece, make sure you're doing the metabolomics program. All right? So again, if you're on a protocol right now, buy it and do it at when the protocol's finished. Okay? If you have the metabolics program at home and you haven't submitted it yet, pay the difference and upgrade. Okay? If you are not doing anything right now, get that metabolomics program and let's get you on the best possible path towards good health. Remember, the normal pricing is $599. Well, online $2,000, $599. With the discount, $349. On Monday, it's going up to $599. So make sure it's there. Make sure you get your gut healing bundle. If you feel like you're not a gut person, pick up your lifetime supplements, the Fabulous Four, right? Pick up those. Your daily essentials, your protein source, your greens, and your max cleanse. Okay? So that's your lifetime. So next, let's talk about the Warrior Patients VIPs. I got a room full of them right now. Now, you guys, my VIP folks, you guys are all here. I love you all. But how do you become a VIP? Let's talk about that. You have to complete one office event. Guess what? When I'm done talking today, check the box. You did it. You completed one program. I'm not saying come to one. I'm saying come to many, because the number one essential is growing here, right? And you got to keep doing it over and over again. Guys, I have my friends that are my age right now, chiropractic buddies, that are like, I don't want to teach programs. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. It's like, how could you not? There's so much to know, so much to learn. And people say, gosh, doctor, you know so much. I feel like an idiot most times because there's things that I just don't even know. I didn't know that. I learn and learn and learn more. Keep pouring into myself so this can pour into you and you guys can have and learn from that experience. Because I learn stuff from you guys all the time. So let's do that. So make the programs, come to the program, and enjoy them. Attempt the challenge. Now the challenge for this one, we'll run through it. It's actually quite simple, but you just got to do it. You got to participate in one community dinner. That's dinner with the doc over at BJ's Brew House. We buy a brew house burger or something else. You bring a friend, bring many friends, and we can introduce them to what we do. All right? And then so that's how to get there. The benefits. In between seminars, VIPs have a discount card. Anytime they get discounts because they're a VIP. Okay? And you will qualify for a special VIP dinner over at the Hideaway. Now, for those that have been to the Hideaway with me for the VIP dinner, how is it? How's the food? Now, is there any place better than that place? I'm just asking because I haven't found it. Okay, I've been all down the South area to different restaurants. This place is stellar. And they really do a really good job. The experience makes it. It really does. The bathrooms are good. That clock. Isn't that crazy? Instead of just paper, you know? Okay? You have access to the private VIP group, and I do apologize to my VIPs. I've been neglecting that. I've been busy with so many other things. okay? And then helping, now this is the most important part about being a VIP. So I'm speaking to the VIPs now and my future VIPs. I want you to help me create the perfect patient experience. I'm not you. I've never sat in those chairs. All I do is we sit over here and we go, how can we make it better? And then we're kind of retarded a little bit and we come up with stupid stuff. You guys are going, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard. Why are you talking about poop? Stop talking about poop. My last chance to say poop, you notice? So, but you see what I'm saying? So I want you guys to help us create this experience that you guys are going through. If you have a bad experience, tell Dr. Andrew, tell myself, tell the staff, it's okay. I want to hear those things so we don't keep repeating bad things, so we're having a bad experience. But if you have ideas or thoughts or a way that we could tweak this place to make it better for you, tell me. All right? That's what a VIP is about. I call it your chiropractic plus now. For years, you know, it was my mind gel, my baby, my. I found out, guess what? I can't do it, but we can do it. And I found out we can't do it, but we can do it. You with me? So pouring love to others, let them know what we're about, why we're here, and what Chiropractic Plus is all about. So the gut challenge, here it is, okay? You're going to download it, submit it. It's everything you've heard it 1,000 times, but here it comes. Download it and finish your Life So Much question. Complete your 7-day food and log and submit for the doctor. Choose your eating plan, advance your core, consume your protein replacement. Pick up the new metabolomics kit. It takes 4 weeks to get it in. So if you are not on a protocol, get it in quick. 4 weeks now. The regular program is 2 weeks to get in. This one's 4 weeks to get back. Stay committed to your eating plan. Begin your gut and liver supplements or lifetime supplements if you're that person. Maybe we did the whole gut program for you as a VIP. No, that's not me. I'm going to get my lifetime supplements today. Okay? Once you receive the results, schedule appointment, once I get the LRQ and you're done with your diet log, then we'll sit with you and begin this process of transforming Essential 3 and Essential 5, which is your detoxification and your nutrition. Okay? That's it. That's how you get in. That's how you get qualified for a VIP. That's the challenge for this program. Right? How do you become a VIP? Finish your program. Check the box. You did it. Finish the challenge. There it is. The doctor, not the VIP dinner, that's later. You gotta do the community dinner first over at BJ's Brew House. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor. That one patient that's complaining, they won't listen to anything. Come on, let's go to BJ's Brew House. Oh, really? We go there? Let's get a beer. Yeah, come show up. I'll get you a beer. Okay, that's at the VIP dinner. We do that. All right, sound good? All right, guys. I think we're almost done. Next community dinner. Next Tuesday? No, Thursday. Next Thursday at 7 p.m. And then next event, make sure you mark your calendar. Get your phones out, put this in the computer, whatever you got. Write it in we're going to have a mega PA Day tent event. How many of you have been to one of our mega events out in the parking lot? Yeah. We're going to have barbecue. We're going to have a jumping castle. My wife found actually an organic ice cream truck we're going to have out there. We're going to have, what's that?
Dunk the dog.
Dunk the dog.
Dunk the dog. So all the proceeds of that, of the $1,000 we're going to donate to
A Precious Child in Broomfield.
Tell them about that.
So it's an organization in Broomfield. I went through a tour there the other day. They are doing a backpack drive right now. I was blown away. This place is bigger than Walmart is. They're having like forklifts coming in with glue sticks that they're then putting in different age groups. They're filling backpacks with it. Their next thing that they're raising for is sports equipment. So what we're going to do is bring somebody with you. They're going to get an adjustment for bringing in a piece of sports equipment to help the kids out too. So it's a way for us to reach out to the community, help the community out, while also helping people out getting healthier as well.
So we're partnering with them. We're going to have outside, inside stuff. We got face painting. I don't know about that right now, but face painting for the kids and the jumpy castle. And tell me if this is a bad idea or not. But we did this where we putted for a car one year. Now the putt is nearly impossible, but it's a chance, right? But it's like 500 miles away or something, but you have a chance to win a car. I thought that was kind of cool. But is that done? I mean, help me out.
Just don't make it 500 miles away.
Yeah, the problem is,
Like
see the way it works, the way it actually works is that you buy an insurance policy from this company, okay? And then they they'll buy the car and they don't keep the money, you guys don't make the car. But I can't afford to buy a car. So if you have multiple in the car, they buy 3 or 4 cars. But last time we did that about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. One guy came really close and almost, you have to record every one, and it flipped it, almost fell in. I didn't care. I mean, I wanted to win the car. I lost my $500 anyway. What do I care? Right? Without something like that, and we're just making it, it's like a big old party. And it's a great time to introduce people to the practice. My VIPs, go introduce yourself to people. Say, hey, be a lifetime patient here. Learn and love your friends, neighbors, and loved ones. I got no more slides. I got nothing else to say.